I know this is TMI and I'm sorry. I want to tell you guys everything that I'm going through so you guys know what to expect if you're expecting.
Nobody like you. I'm always thinking about you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been about 2 months since my reaction video. I still can't believe how many people have seen the video. If you haven't seen it, my pregnancy reaction video, I told Andres I was pregnant. It's still so surreal. I think about it and I still want to cry. Why do I want to cry? If you haven't seen the video, I'll post a link up there, right there, so you guys can click it and see it. So this cold is still lingering and I'm still stuffy, so I'm sorry if my voice is annoying because it's annoying to me, so I'm sorry.
Kill me now.
I got sick on New Year's and I'm still sick to this day, and today's the 22nd. It's still lingering and I can't get rid of this cold. Being pregnant, I can't even say the word pregnant. I'm so stuffy. Being pregnant and sick at the same time is literally no joke. You're not allowed to take any medication. My doctor told me only take Tylenol and Benadryl and I can't take anything else. All I've been doing is like everything else under the sun, like apple cider vinegar, honey and lemon and hot tea, gargling with salt water, just like everything. And I'm still sick. I thought maybe this video would be like things in general that people don't talk about when they're pregnant, that I found out on my own because I live under a rock and I don't know anything. So starting with when I first got pregnant, I felt tired. I felt everything was hurting. I just felt like everything was aching, and my boobs did get a little bit bigger. Andres was the one that noticed it. And I felt nauseous. The only reason why I took the ovulation test was because I have a million of them here. Since we were trying to get pregnant forever, I bought like the ovulation kit. I just remember hearing my mom talking to somebody about being a grandma. That day, I don't know why, like I decided to take an ovulation test. As you guys saw in my video, it came out positive. I was like, what the hell? You guys know that I have PCOS, so I don't ovulate. To this day, well, I'm pregnant now, but for the past, like since 2012, I never got a period. So I really don't know why. What was the point of even taking the ovulation test? I just took it, you know, we're here now. I was nauseous throughout the first trimester. I craved anything spicy like Chinese hot and sour soup, menudo, or ramen. During this pregnancy, I still choose to do keto like twice a week, and the rest of the time I'm low carb. During the day I'll eat fine, I'll eat good, and then at night I want something like chocolate, ice cream, or like froyo. This is the third day in a row that we get froyo. I'm low-key embarrassed and ashamed. It's really hard to be low carb and then eat like sweet things. I found this ice cream brand called Enlightened and it is so good. Every single night, that's what I eat. Back on point. When I got pregnant, it's just I couldn't cook anymore. The smell of my own cooking was disgusting. I don't know, it's weird. The thought of like cooking chicken and like smelling, just me handling it, I can't do it.
I want you to try this because it's a green vegetable.
Even though I was like nauseous and like I can't cook for myself, I can still go out and eat all the food. Mongolian, Hawaiian, I can eat anything. I just can't cook for myself. So I feel like I gained about 10 pounds during the first trimester just because I was eating out so much, and then I was so tired. I'm not a person to take a nap during the day. I don't nap. And during the first trimester, I need a nap every single day. I was so tired. I can fall asleep standing up. Also, during the first trimester, it's the most stressful just because you don't know what's going on inside. You can't feel baby kick and you're not showing. You also get like some cramping. I did have a day where I felt small, sharp cramping pains. It turns out I was like dehydrated. They put like IV fluids in me and then they checked on baby, and baby was just fine. And this was when I was 11 or 12 weeks pregnant. I was always thinking about if baby is doing okay, and just every day was like a constant fear of I could lose the baby. Every day you have to stay positive, you know. You're treating your body right. You try to eat healthy and less stress. Oh, another symptom, libido. So let me tell you, before we got pregnant, I had zero sex drive. It was non-existent. Literally, me and Andres would do it like twice a month. I know this is TMI and I'm sorry. I want to tell you guys everything that I'm going through so you guys know what to expect if you're expecting. My libido was like non-existent and we did it like twice a month. That's why when we got pregnant, I was like, it was like a total shock even for him, because it's like we never did it. And I remember we did it, I don't know, like a Wednesday, and then we did it on Thursday too, so it was like back to back. So that was unusual, but that helped get us pregnant. If you guys are trying to conceive, there you go. So now during the first trimester, my libido has dramatically increased. I'm never one to like initiate lovemaking, but during the first trimester, like that's what I wanted to do all the time.
Giggity.
Going into the second trimester, that was when I started to show. I started showing around 24 weeks exactly. Around 23 and 22 weeks, I feel like I looked bloated. Like I didn't actually look pregnant. I didn't have like an actual bump. When I hit 24 weeks, that's when I had a noticeable bump. Pregnancy brain. Okay, so there's this thing called pregnancy brain, and it is very real, you guys. The other day I locked myself out of the house. I didn't have my phone. Wait, I did have my phone. All I had was my phone. All the dogs were inside the house. I had to call a locksmith and they had to come and let me back in the house. The other day I left my keys in the car at the AAA office. Told the lady, I was like, oh my god, I locked myself out of the car. And she was like, oh no. And then I was like, can you guys unlock it for me? Because you're AAA, you know? And then she's like, oh, we actually don't have any technicians here. So I'm like, I had to call AAA from the AAA office. So then a AAA truck came by. He jimmied his way into my car. Pregnancy brain is very real. Another thing, during the second trimester, I started to feel baby kick. I started feeling baby around 19 or 20 weeks. At first, it was just little flutters, and then later on, it's noticeable kicks. And now, you can actually see my belly do waves, and it's kind of crazy. Whoa. Whoa. It's like exciting and scary because holy crap, there's something growing in here, you know, and it's like for real, there's something in here. I already thought that my libido was pretty high, and then during the second trimester, it like skyrocketed even more. Literally, when I tell you, I feel like a guy, like I literally feel like a guy. Because I think about sex way too much. Like they say that guys think about sex 10 times a day or something like that, and I feel like I can match that. It took me by surprise because I feel like nobody ever talks about it. I thought I was weird, and I found out from Google that it's actually pretty common. And sorry, I'm out of breath. Another symptom is being out of breath. So because the baby is growing so much, everything else gets squished, so the baby is pushing on your bladder, crowding your lungs and your stomach. Even just talking, I get tired. So that's fun. Another thing that people don't talk about is sneezing. When you sneeze when you're late second trimester, there's a 95% chance that you'll pee yourself. I'm not kidding. Now that I'm sick right now, like that happens a lot more often. Oh, and another thing that happens during the second trimester is cankles. So if you never had cankles before, you're in for a world of cankles. Another thing that I was like thinking about during the second trimester, labor. I felt the baby kick and it was like a really strong kick. It took me by surprise, like, whoa.
And then we were like, whoa! And then you were like, whoa.
It's kind of scary. A lot of women, they don't talk about that. It's like weird. If you've never been pregnant before, it's weird to feel the kicks. I would be brushing my teeth and then I would feel like a punch in the stomach. Just the fact that this little person is so strong. One day in the near future, this baby is gonna have to come out of me somehow. It finally dawned on me. This is scary and this is happening. There's people that can have 6 kids, 10 kids. It can't be that bad. That makes me feel better about giving birth. As of tomorrow, I'll be 30 weeks pregnant, so then I'll have 10 more weeks to go. We have our gender reveal / baby shower coming up, and we're going to find out the sex of the baby. Everybody has been telling me they think it's a boy. And as long as the baby is healthy, that's all that matters. But I feel like it's a girl, if that means anything. And I'm not even sure if I'm carrying high or carrying low. There's like a carrying middle option. That would be me. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see it? So you guys tell me, what do you think that I'm having? Do you guys believe in those superstitions, those old wives' tales? Oh, and we just had another ultrasound. Andres went with me and he recorded, and it wasn't until the doctor was done doing the ultrasound, I was wiping like the jelly off my belly, and then Andres was like, I didn't record. He didn't record the ultrasound, and he was standing there like this the whole time. I was like, you didn't record? And like my face was just sad, but on the inside I felt like hot fire flames of rage. You had one job, that was recording, and you didn't record. But the doctor was so nice, and he was like, oh, you didn't record? Okay, let's do it over. So we did it over, and he got it on camera, so I'll show you guys at the end of this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next from me in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
So there's a picture of the head. So the head is down. And then as we go up, you see the heart beating. You can listen to the heart. And I feel the baby moving, and we kind of see the baby moving. You see the baby's kind of shifting around in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And this is like a rib and a rib. And here's a side view. You can kind of see the head and then the little ribs going off, and everything's looking pretty good.
Do you know what it is by looking at that?
I didn't even look.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you want me to, I can.
No, it's fine.
No,
I don't
okay.
want to see anything.
I don't want to spoil it.
Did you record this time?